What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Yeah, I was thrown off track. I was supposed to have been doing a blog called Have Rex Put Himself in a Situation Where He Now Have to Fight? And then the spirit, it took me someplace else, I believe. So I had to address. And Rex put himself in a situation where he have to fight. Rex told Tay-Rock, if you mention me sucking your penis in a battle, I'm popping off on you. Tay-Rock respond, you pop off on me? All right, I'm going to give you a reason to pop off on me because I'm saying it every haymaker. Every time I say a haymaker, guess what I'm saying behind it? Suck my thing. Now what you going to do? Well, this definitely put Rex in the corner because now it appears he have to do something if that's being said, which is why I had to address Stiz in the other battle and say, Stiz, since you know this, you have to renegotiate that paper before the battle because now pride is on the line. Everybody watching and everybody expecting. They watching to see if Rock gonna say it, and they're expecting T-Rex to respond if Rock do say it. When their whole careers and reputation is on the line now. What I mean by that? If Rock don't say it, he looked at as being checked and punked by T-Rex. If Rock said and T-Rex don't respond, then T-Rex looked soft like Rock just punked him. So both of them in a lose-lose situation, which brings you to a lose-lose situation. That's what it does. We cannot allow this pride. The Bible say pride comes before the fall of every man, and I'm seeing it. This ain't nothing but pride. Who breaks? Who breaks it? But meekness is greater than pride. Meekness is being able to understand what the pride is calling for you to do. But the meekness brings you to the wisdom of doing the right thing to assure better things. You see the difference? Do you see the difference? Who will break? That's on you, Stiz. You the one put this together, knowing the friction between the two. So you have to mediate the two, because this is what you call to come together, and this is the results of it. This is the results of what you brought together, knowing the history of the two. You can't be silent. You can't sit back. You have to mediate and see this thing through because you the one brought it together. Not only is you the one that brought it together, because you brought it together, this is what's coming together. This is what's forming. So you have to see this thing through, brother. You do. Because if this never get booked, we probably not even having this conversation. We probably not even having this conversation or nothing. But because it is booked, and now people talking about the battle, things like that, it opens up other doors that was once closed. That's bringing this negative front before the battle rap community. And why you had to go on Twitter and address the situations and issues at hand. Now, with that being said, if you don't get that paperwork, for them to get the paperwork, if you don't get that paperwork, bro, this is what you risk. They have to implement those things. These are some of the things when it comes to preference. Now, how do I feel about this? And I'm going to keep it real with you. How do I feel about this? And I'm going to keep it real with you. And I got to put T-Rex on the spot. I got to put you on the spot, Rex. If Tay-Rock cannot say, suck his penis, then you're not allowed to bring up the training incidents and situations. Because how you going to use something that can destroy and hurt his reputation and credibility and character, but then you tell him what he can't say about you? And at the end of the day, this battle rap, and in battle rap, If we looking at what the rules is, the battle rap, verbally there is none. Verbally there is none. But if you have stipulations and some things you don't agree with, that's supposed to be put in contract. Let's just be real. You can't say, well, I hope he be honorable in this battle. Ain't no honor in battle rap. Well, be honorable, brother, and just don't mention what I said. I mean, what you said. Let me give you an example. This is a little karma for you, Rex. Do you remember when you was battling Young Ill? You said Ill called you before the battle and told you don't call him a B or a BA nigga. Then you said you sound like a B, you BA nigga. Remember you said that? Remember you did that? Now you see how that worked? You told Tay-Rock not to say that to you. I get it. I understand. You a man. You don't like to be disrespected. But you're a battle rapper. You here to be disrespected. No matter what we think about what Tay-Rock saying to people, battle rap rule-wise, he not wrong. If you're going by battle rap rules, he not wrong. So if he told you that, in battle rap rule, he not wrong. But because it's personal between y'all, you're not willing to accept that from him. Which means you have to put it on paper. You probably thinking, no, I ain't putting it on paper because he know what's up. I'm a G. Like some people do. Some people think because you know I'm a G, I ain't got to put it on paper. Don't play with me. Some people believe that. But if it's not on paper, it don't count. If it's not on paper, it don't count. It don't make you look weak to put it on paper. I think you just do what you have to do to protect yourself. If you feel you got a problem with him telling you to suck his penis, when he telling you to suck his penis, if you feel you got a problem with that, just so that you could assure your safety of what? You know what I did a couple times? Because of my attitude and how mad I was, I called the police on myself a couple times. Because I knew I had to check myself knowing what I might do in that situation at that time. Knowing that the police was on the way. Since I knew the police was on the way, it kept me in check. I called the police on myself a couple times. I did that a couple times. Just for myself. The other person didn't know it, but I did it for myself. Just so that I can control myself, knowing that they on the way. So if they came, I ain't do nothing because I knew they was on the way. But I knew if I didn't do that, I might have would have done something. I needed that for me. For me. Now, same thing for you. If you feel, you know it's a chance this brother might say that to you. Especially since you put him on front street saying what you're going to do to him. So he have to say it, even if he don't want to. He have to say it now because you told him not to say it. Which means you have to do something because you said you was going to do something if he said it. Which means y'all have to fight. Y'all have to fight. Based upon those two rules. Both y'all have to fight. And what the chances of both y'all doing what y'all said y'all wasn't going to do without that paperwork? Without that paperwork. What's the chances of both of y'all not doing what y'all said y'all were going to do without that paperwork? When each one of y'all in a lose-lose situation. If Rock don't say it, you checked him. If Rock do say it and you don't do nothing, Rock checked you. Vice versa. So y'all put yourself in a situation where y'all both have to fight. The only thing about this is it can only be stopped for the most part by stairs. Because according to this, y'all have to fight. Y'all have to fight. And that's sad. Y'all both put yourself in that situation. Pride, arrogance, showing out for this battle rap community. This is the results of it. I don't know, man. What y'all think? Y'all think these brothers put themselves back themselves in the corner where both of them now have to fight, and neither one of them can get out of the situation unless somebody come in and mediate this thing. What do y'all think? Because this is real. This is really a real situation and topic. Should this battle just be canceled? They got to go on a huddle or something. It had to be something. Look, it had to be some conversation going on. I'm going to trust that Stiz is taking care of what he's supposed to. But I'm going to also help Stiz out along the way by saying and doing certain blogs like this. This is what you have to do, brother. Too much pride. Too much pride. You have to do what's right. You can't go off of love. You can't go off of they know what's up. You got to go off of what's true. And this was true. The paperwork is what's true. You ain't got this paperwork? The paperwork is what's true. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. I'm listening to comments. What y'all think of this situation? Did they back themselves into a wall where they have to fight now? I've talked about it. And how could they get out of this thing without looked at through the battle rap community as being suckers? Because it all come down to this pride stuff. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question, it's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Click the link in the description box, man. Follow me on my Patreon. Subscribe and be a part of my Patreon. Every last one of my faithful, loyal supporters, y'all should be a part of my Patreon. I ain't trying to hear that trash, man. Be a part of my Patreon. Support what I'm doing, man. Real talk. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's a question. It's yours. Click the link in the description box. Join my Patreon.